Hello humans, it's just Martine, and it's the start of another weekly reading vlog. This week I have big reading plans, even though I just finished the reading rush and I shouldn't have any big reading plans, but I did a thing. It's not a thing I'm proud of, but it's a thing. Basically, I didn't include any of the books that are like library loans or things that I really need to finish before going back to school soon. On my Reading Rush TBR, I made it almost entirely separate. So now I have these books that I want to, but also have to finish in a shorter amount of time than I'd like to have to read them. For instance, Dragonfly and Amber by Gabaldon. Yeah, I'm like 20% of the way through that. It's a 40-hour audiobook, and I have like 6 days to read it now. There are also several arcs I want to get to this week, including Devastation Road and Lazarus. Arc is a loose term because I'm getting them from arc sites, but sometimes they're already published and they just want more reviews on a certain book. I don't really know how it works. I just read books for them and write reviews, and it's a good time. I also have an ebook from the library checked out, The Girl with All the Gifts. It was kind of recommended, not really recommended, but like talked about by Becca with the books. At least I'm pretty sure that's her username. She recently read it. She said it was zombie-esque fiction. Now I want to read it, so I'm gonna read it this week. I'm also doing a reread of one of the books from my favorite series. I'm hoping to make a different video series about that though, so stay tuned to see if I actually do that. Other than that, I really need to start packing and getting my life together for school this week, because at the end of this week, I'm not moving, but my sister is moving, so I have to help her move. I get to help her move, so I won't be able to read much. It's 9 on Monday morning. Have I read yet? No, but that's okay. That's okay. We have plenty of time. So that's the update for now. I'll let you know what happens. This week for my Bible read-through, I'm in the book of Judges. Let's go! Polar Seltzer Cranberry Lime is by far the best sparkling water flavor ever. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Bribe acquired. It's 9:30 on Tuesday morning, and so far I've spent most of the time awake this morning reading The Girl with All the Gifts. At least I'm pretty sure that's the name. I might have mixed up some words in there, but anyway, the zombie book. I'm reading the zombie book. It's really interesting. I like the concept. It reminds me of this short story that we read in Monsters in Fiction, at least the beginning of it does, because it involves zombie children in a classroom, and I forget the name of the short story, but there is definitely a short story that I read in my Monsters in Fiction class that's about that. So it's interesting, because I'm like, did that inspire this story? I don't know. Some of the characters are very easy to dislike, though. That's one thing. It is now 5:30. I don't know where the day went, and I definitely didn't vlog anything, pretty much. But I'll give you an update as to where I am in books. In Devastation Road, I'm 25% of the way through. Yes, I am 25% of the way through. It is mysterious. I kind of feel like the ground is slipping out from under me. That's the only way I know how to describe my experience with the book so far. I think it's the type of book that it's good to go in like not knowing anything about. That's been my experience thus far, but it's very unsettling in that way. In Dragonfly and Amber, I'm 45% of the way through, so cha-ching. I'm listening to it on 3 times the speed while looking at it with my eyeballs. So that's working well, and I'm enjoying it. I'm not liking it as much as the first book. I feel like it's a tad drier, maybe because they're not just outside the whole time, they're inside for most of it, not like running around the Highlands, which is a little disappointing because that's always been fun, but it's still good. Also, Jamie cut his hair, and thank goodness, because I I didn't want to imagine the long hair. I didn't like it. Didn't love it, I'll be honest. And then The Girl with the Gifts, 40% of the way through that? Oh dear. I'm bad at remembering these things. Bum 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 bum. 45% of the way through it. Wait, so am I 45% of the way through Dragonfly and Amber? I'm very confused now. The answer is yes. I'm 45% of the way through both of them. Exactly, which is a little weird. I don't really know why I chose that as my reading goal for the day as I was going about reading it. It too is interesting. There's some serious world building happening right now because their circumstances have changed, which I can appreciate. I don't feel like we're hearing from Melanie as much as we did in the first third or so of the book, which is a little disappointing because I really want to know what she's thinking. Although, I guess it's mainly just the same things most of the time. Protect. Like, that's it. Protect. So, we'll see what happens. But it still has major this year's class picture vibes, even as it goes beyond the plot of that. Yeah. So I don't know how much more reading I'm going to get done tonight, but hopefully at least some. Hopefully it will be in The Girl with the Gifts because that's due in like 5 days. So I at least want to be halfway through it and only have to read like 10% of the day to feel successful. And then when I read more than 10%, I'm like, wow, I'm a superhero. I'm not making any sense. And I wish I would pick up the pace a little more with Devastation Road because I want to get to Lazarus, but I'm only reading one arc at a time right now. So I'm balancing so many other books, but we'll see what happens. That's the update. Happy Wednesday. It's just past 1:30 and I feel like the day is slipping right through my fingers. That being said, I have been able to get some reading done. I'm at 75% of The Girl with the Gifts and I don't really have an update from what I said last. I think everything I said still holds true. I'm interested to see what happens in this last 25%. Hopefully I'll finish it tomorrow. Dragonfly and Amber I just hit 50%, which is exciting, but since that's only 5%, again, my feelings haven't changed from my update yesterday. And then I just read 5% more of Devastation Road, and things are getting weirder, which I didn't really think was possible, but it's happening. My newbie tags got uploaded to my YouTube channel today. If you haven't had a chance to watch those, I'll link them for you right here. I don't typically like to do sit-down videos, but I feel like newbie tags are a great way to get a foothold in the community and meet people, which is the main thing that I want to be able to do through my channel. So I put that out into the universe, and so far one person has even commented and I've started a nice little chat with them. So that's all I wanted from it, one view, and I'm ecstatic about it because I literally told my sister this morning, I was like, I had a video go up this morning, nobody's gonna watch it, but that's okay. But somebody did watch it, so that made me very happy. Thanks, David. I think I'm going to get my Bible reading out of the way, and then I'm going to let myself watch some more YouTube. Let's get it. Humans, it has been a rainy day and thus a cloudy day. Now the rain's not fun for me. I don't particularly like rain unless I am inside the whole day, which I mean I have been, so it hasn't been bad. But right now it's not rainy, but it is cloudy, which is the best thing in Florida. I'm from Florida, if you didn't know. The best thing in Florida, because it means it's not quite as hot as it would usually be. So I'm on the porch now, having a dandy time. It will probably start raining again soon. Before it does, I'm going to read some more for an upcoming video. So that's fun. So I can't say anything about the book right now, but I'm having fun filming it. It could possibly be the worst video series idea ever, and I'd still make it because It just sounds fun to me, so I'm doing it. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, I've just been dallying around on YouTube, watching new videos, talking to some of you guys. Some of you commented on my newbie tag, and I've had so much fun reading your comments and going to your channels and watching your videos, and it's just so much fun to get to know you. So, if you were one of those people that has commented and talked with me in the comments of that video, thank you. Welcome to my channel. I love you. And I hope to have more of those conversations in the future, including on this video. Go ahead and comment down below. Tell me what you're reading, what your day has been like. How are you? Are you having a good time? If you also make videos, are you working on any secret videos, any long-term projects right now? I'd love to hear. Lots to look forward to, I think. So I'm actually gonna get down to reading now, like I said I was going to do. It's almost 8 o'clock and I just finished reading The Girl with All the Gifts by Mr Carey. I gave it 4 stars. Overall, I liked it. Out of the zombie fiction that I've read, it was one of my favorites, but zombie fiction is never my favorite. You would ask yourself then, why would you continue to read them? The answer is because I studied them in my Monsters in Fiction class and I still think they're interesting and I like seeing how they compare to other zombie fiction, and also sometimes, like this one, it surprises me where I like it better than the other zombie fiction I've consumed, if that makes sense. I was interested to find out that the author was simultaneously writing the book and the screenplay. The movie is on Netflix, so I just added it to my list. I don't know when I'll get to that because my Netflix list is so long, but I hope it will be soon before I forget the book because I'd love to see that version of it. I'm at 55% of Dragonfly and Amber, and like I mentioned earlier, I am not enjoying this as much as the first book. That being said, it still feels like it will probably be a 4-star read. Of course, I'm only halfway through, so anything could change, but we just went from a scene that like I loved straight into a scene that I kind of hated, so there's that. And I think they're gonna be back in Scotland soon, which is exciting because one of my complaints I mentioned earlier in the vlog was that they weren't in Scotland, but I think they're going back. Scotland as a setting is one of the best parts of these books, so I want it back very badly. Now I'm going to watch YouTube and sip on my Polar Pop that I've already had too much of. It's not even noon. Am I okay? Yes. Quite sugared up. I'm about 40% of the way through Devastation Road, and I have some thoughts so far that I haven't mentioned. First of all, it's kind of like a Sherlock Holmes story wherein there's like a smart character and like a more socially adept sidekick in a way. What's interesting is that the girl is the smart one and the guy is the more socially adept character. I really don't know where the mystery is going though, because it seems like there are all these random things and people are just being super elusive and weird about the events. I don't know how else to describe it. People are clearly leaving out details places. So of course I don't think I'm going to guess any twist because like not enough information I think is being laid. Watch it be a fantastic twist, like read it and be like, oh, everything makes sense. We'll see if that happens. But so far it's just kind of confusing. Australian Sherlock Holmes story about teens. So far that's what it is. Alright, it's Saturday, which means it's the end of this weekday vlog. I didn't get any footage yesterday because I was very busy. My apologies about it. If you want to find out anything more about the books that I've been reading this week, you can either talk to me in the comments about it or click the links I provide in the description for the Goodreads for those books. You can check out some of my previous reading vlogs here. And if you liked this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how your week was, if you got any reading done, what you're reading right now, how you are in general. How's life? Did you do anything on Friday? Were you also busy on Friday? I'd love to know. And I'll see you guys soon with a new reading, writing, or college lifestyle type video posted on Wednesdays and Sundays. Bye!